Hi! I hope you guys are ready for our story today. Today we're going to read a story. It's another story about clothes. This time it is a story about, well, let me see what you think. I'm going to show you the cover and I want you to take a good long look at the picture that you see and see if you can think of some ideas of what you think this book might be about. Here's the cover. So what do you think? What do you see on the cover? What's in the picture? Is this family? Are they outside? Are they inside? Can you see the boy's clothes? What's on his clothes? Look at mommy and daddy's faces. Look at the floor right here. What do you think happened? And what do you think the story is going to be about? Well, let me tell you the name of the story. The title of the story is Wash and Dry. Does that help you? Does that give you any ideas of what might be happening in the story that we're going to read today? What do you think they're going to wash? And what do you think they're going to dry? Maybe the dog? The dog looks like he could use a bath. I don't know. This is written by Trish Holland. Trish is the author. She writes the words, and the pictures are by Vinay Kumar. Vinay is the illustrator. Let's see what happens. Oh no! My muddy dog just jumped on me! I'm grimy and slimy from my cap all the way down to my socks. Daddy says I smell like a wet dog. Pee-you! All right, so what happened, friends? Because this is the same picture that we were just looking at on the cover. What happened? Yeah, the dog was dirty, and then he jumped on the little boy, and now the little boy is dirty. What do you think is going to happen next? Let's see. I'll add my dirty clothes to the rest of the dirty laundry. I'm glad that Mommy and Daddy will help me wash and dry my clothes. I wouldn't want to have to do this job all by myself. Luckily, I still had lots of clean clothes in my dresser. It smells like a bag of lemons in there. I'll be glad when those dirty clothes smell that good. All right, so he took off the dirty clothes and he put them in the laundry basket or the hamper. What's going to happen to the dirty clothes that are in the hamper? Are they just going to sit there forever and ever and ever? No, somebody's going to wash them. They're going to use the washing machine to wash them. What if you didn't have a washing machine? How could you wash your clothes? What do you think? I see something else in the picture that we could use to wash our clothes. Yeah, we could use the sink. You can wash your clothes in the sink if you didn't have a washing machine of your own. After he takes off his dirty clothes, he puts on some clean clothes. He has a whole drawer full of clean clothes. Can you see his clothes in there? They're so neat and folded nicely. Do your drawers look neat? Like his drawers? Mine don't. I carry the stinky basket over to the washing machine. I hold my breath as I walk. Why would he hold his breath? Why would he do that? Yeah, because he doesn't want to smell that stinky smell. And he tries to think about flowers, but it's not working. He can still smell them. I'm glad we have our own washing machine at home. My aunt takes her dirty clothes to the Rub-A-Dub Tub laundromat. There are lots of people there, and the machines clink, clank, whistle, and whirl as they wash and dry the clothes. My aunt has to use a lot of quarters to wash and dry her clothes. How many of you guys have ever been to the laundromat? Miss Hamilton had to go to the laundromat because I had a really big blanket that would not fit in my washing machine at home. And if you go to the laundromat, sometimes they have really, really, really big washing machines that a whole person could fit in. So that if you have something big, like a big blanket, you can wash it there. And it did. It took $9 worth of quarters for me to wash my blanket. That's a lot of quarters. At our house, Mommy helps me wash my clothes. We put the really dirty clothes in a pile to be washed in the washing machine. It will twist and twirl the dirt right out of the clothes for us. We put some of the delicate clothes in a pile to wash by hand. We swish and swirl the clothes in the soapy water. There are bubbles in my clothes and bubbles up my nose. Hop, 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 achoo! Why do you think he sneezed? What made him sneeze? Yeah, sometimes when things tickle your nose, it makes you have to sneeze. I bet the bubbles were tickling his nose. But you see that? They're using that sink to wash the clothes by hand. Not everything goes into their washing machine. Before we can put the clothes in the washing machine, we have to sort them. We make a pile of light-colored ones to wash together. If we wash Daddy's dark red shirt with my white underwear might turn pink. Yuck! So he doesn't want to have pink underwear. We make a pile of dark-colored clothes, too. If we washed my white socks with Mommy's dark blue pants, my socks might turn baby blue. No way. So he likes his socks being white, and so they're having to separate the clothes. They put all the dark colored clothes in one pile, and they put the light colored clothes like his white socks in another pile. We toss a load of dirty clothes in the washer. Then, clunk, I shut the door. Mommy lets me pour dry soap powder in the hole at the top of the washer. Then I add the liquid fabric softener. Gloop, gloop, gloop. Next comes the best part. I get to push the on button and listen to the machine start to work. Whoosh! I always wash the sudsy clothes slosh around inside. I'm looking at my favorite book when I hear ding! Huh. He heard a ding. What do you think that means? Maybe the clothes are done washing? Are they going to be dry too? What do your clothes feel like when you get them out of the washing machine? Yeah, they're wet. How do we get them dry? Well, we could use a dryer. Or sometimes if it's pretty outside, you can use a clothesline and hang your clothes up to dry in the air. Let's see what he does when he gets his clothes out of his washing machine. The washing machine signal tells me that the clothes are ready. They are clean, but still squishy. Daddy helps me with the next step, drying the clothes. Look, they're hanging them up outside. If the sun is shining, we hang them outside on our clothesline. I hand Daddy the clothespins. That's what they use to hold the clothes so they don't blow off. The clothes will smell like the sun and the wind when they are dry. Oh, I bet they'll smell so good. They'll smell like fresh air. I love the smell of fresh air when you go outside and the sun is shining and you can just smell the air and it smells so good. When it's cloudy, we dry our drippy duds or our wet clothes inside the house in the clothes dryer. They flip and fumble and flutter and tumble in the heat. The humming machine is warm. Even our cat likes it when we use the dryer. Why do you think the kitty cat likes it when they use the dryer? Maybe she's watching the clothes move around? Or maybe the whole machine gets warm and she likes to sit on top of it so it'll be nice and warm for her too. I don't know. You see my boy and Taco? They came to say hi. Suddenly I hear a bzzz. The clothes are dry, but they are in one big tangle. Oh, they're all mixed up. I wonder how that happened. What do you think made them get all tangled up? Well, the dryer goes around and around and around, and the clothes are just falling on top of each other. They might get tangled when they're in the dryer, but that's okay. We can pull them apart. We all help to fluff and fold the clothes. I like to fold clothes into tidy triangles, or sometimes into silly circles. Mommy and Daddy fold the clothes into plain rectangles and simple squares. They don't play with the laundry. I think they're missing out on the fun. Some of the laundry needs to be hung up on hangers. Some of it needs to be ironed. The steam iron hisses while Daddy irons the wrinkled shirts. Daddy hisses back. He doesn't like this part of the laundry. While Daddy irons, Mommy tells me that a long, long time ago, people washed their clothes by pounding them on rocks in the river. I think I like our way of washing clothes better. Yeah, I think hitting your clothes in the river with rocks, that would be a lot of work. Putting them in the washing machine is so much easier. Mommy says that people used to have to make their own soap. They would boil the ingredients, that's the things that go in, into one big pot over a fire all day long. The soap from each batch would last a long time. After all that work just to make the soap, people still had to scrub the dirty clothes on a washboard in a tub. I bet doing laundry took a long, long time. My great-great-grandmother used a washing machine with a wringer at the top. When she cranked the handle, that means she turned the handle, the wringer squished most of the water out of the clothes. She'd hang her clothes on the clothesline too, just like they did earlier in the story. When they were dry, she would use a giant ironing machine called a mangle. She'd crank that handle, and the clothes would go in all wrinkled and come out smooth. Wow. They had to do a lot of work to wash their clothes. I'm so happy I don't have to do that much work to wash my clothes. Guess what? The book says the same thing. He says, I'm glad we don't have to work so hard at washing clothes. I can put on my favorite outfit and not smell like a wet dog. What's happening? The dog might jump on him, and then what's going to happen? He's going to get dirty all over again. He says, oh no, here we go again. I sure do hope he doesn't get muddy again, but that's okay if he does, because you know what? He can always wash those clothes too. And if you remember, in his drawer, in his dresser, he had a lot of clean clothes. So if he gets muddy, it's okay because he can put on some clean ones. Do you remember what he should do with the dirty ones? Should he just leave them on the floor for somebody else to pick up? No, probably not. He should put them in a hamper or in a clothes basket, or maybe there's just a neat pile where you keep your dirty clothes. But you should put them all together so that your dirty clothes are not everywhere making a mess. I hope you enjoyed our story, Wash and Dry, and maybe next time your mommy or your daddy or somebody in your family does the laundry, you can help them. You can help them sort. You could pick out the light colored clothes, and you could put them in one pile, or you could pick the dark colored clothes like Miss Hamilton has on and put them in one pile. Yeah, I think you would be good helpers at doing laundry. Why don't you try it and see? See if you can learn how your mommy or somebody in your family does the laundry. Bye for now.